Hi, my name is Jerome Clark, and I'm the founder of In Good Conscience Personal Care. My career or my journey in entrepreneurship started way back at the age of 13 when I started my first business as a unlicensed barber in the garage of my parents' home in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Little did I know at the time that that experience would propel me to then get my license later after high school and self-finance my education at Clark Atlanta University. Fast forward, I've gotten my MBA and started a career with L'Oreal, leveraging that experience as a barber to then create some of the world's most well-known beauty and personal care brands marketed by the largest beauty and personal care company in the world, L'Oreal. Looking at this journey, you would think that I would be completely satisfied, but there was still this burning desire for entrepreneurship that resided within me, and that's something that I could not ignore. The pivotal moment in my life came in 2020. I was 45 years old, just accepted a severance package from my last company, was going through a divorce. My life couldn't appear to be more upended than that point in my life. I was walking away from corporate security. But at the time, the world was upended too. COVID had basically taken over and was marginal and devastating communities across the world, especially those in marginalized communities. The aftermath of George Floyd's death caused a lot of social unrest at the time. And it actually reminded me of a time in my hometown, Tulsa, Oklahoma, the hometown of Black Wall Street, and what that event and the massacre represented, and how quickly prosperity could be walked away from these tragic, once-in-a-lifetime events. All of this converged into one question for me, and starting to think about my experience up to that point. And I thought thought really hard about how do I take all the experience that I've had and channel that into a business or a brand that could give back and address some of these systemic issues that I was starting to see in my community and across the world. Those moments are what gave birth to In Good Conscience, a line of bath and body products that are designed with all clean, natural fragrance formulas that are good for all skin types and tones. And through the use of these products, the idea was to drive sustainable social impact with how we give back to addressing some of these socioeconomic issues for marginalized communities like mine in Tulsa, Oklahoma. What makes our story different is that not only do we offer very clean, high quality bath and body products for all skin types and tones, through our business model, we prioritize partnerships with other Black and minority-owned businesses that help to bring our products to market, help us to warehouse and ship our products, and also help us to bank within the communities in which we live, which for me is Harlem, New York. So for 3 years, we've operated primarily as a direct-to-consumer product line, which is how most brands of this nature operate. However, what we were finding is that it was very difficult to sustain the business with the high cost of acquisition for customers online. And when we were looking for retailers to carry our brand, we found it unsustainable to provide the margins that they were looking for a brand at this upstart stage. Then in 2024, it all clicked. What if instead of begging for retailer space or spending tons of money to acquire traffic to our website, we partnered with these nonprofit community organizations to drive organic awareness with communities that our brand would resonate with. And that's when our nonprofit fundraising model became to be. We made a radical pivot. We became the first Black-owned, tech-driven virtual fundraising platform in personal care. And here's how it works now. Organizations like the Ezekiel Taylor Foundation introduce our products to their supporters through our fundraising campaigns. We provide the $25 travel set kits that they can sell. They run the campaigns, we fulfill the orders, they keep up to 50% of the profits with every sale. It's not just cause marketing, it's a complete reimagining of how commerce can create social equity at the same time. And in 2026, we are on track to hit $100,000 in revenue with this new model, allowing us to sustainably grow profitably while giving up to $35,000 back to nonprofit community partners. We thank you for your consideration with this grant and look forward to the support resources that Threadneedle can provide.